Yeah, it does get better. If you're the one getting bullied, very much like depression, a lot of stress. You get a lot of people with stress, getting to the end of the point of not knowing if it's going to end. You get a lot of people getting so down that they'll turn to drugs, they'll turn to alcohol or self-harm or that sort of thing. Now, although at that point you may not think that there's an answer, somebody there to help you, there's not an end to the pain you're feeling. It will come. There is. It's not a magical or amazing answer to your pain or to what's happening or to the circumstances, but there is an answer at the end of it. It's just bullying. People go through bullying pretty much every day of their life, whether it's with them or it's with somebody else that either they know or they don't know. Bullying can be from verbal, physical, visual. What they hear could be, they could take offence to it. It's bullying. It can range for so many things, but there are ways to get around how you feel about it. Like Paulie, the lovely Paulie said, there are people out there that will listen to you, that will support you, and I'm not talking about counsellors or anything like that. That will cost. I'm talking about there are generous people out there that will take their time out of their own day to talk to you and to listen to you, because that's all it needs. All you need to do is spend even 5 minutes of the day to talk to them. It's nothing better than to get something off your chest, so to speak, because the anguish inside you is what causes the stress. There's an old thing of everybody seems to think that the person bullying you is a coward. Now that's an odd way of looking at it, and they're only a coward because they're beating the physical and mental side of their victim. But I think Paulie also said that they're also the victim as well. They're also some very likely they're going through something in their life which they need to express. They need to make themselves feel bigger, and make somebody else feel that much smaller than what they feel, so they can feel better about themselves. There's a good example. It's been going on for a good year now. It's called a TV show. It's on BBC One. It's a school. Anyway, there's a lad on there. Obviously, his mum and dad are not living at home, or when they do, they're not there because of business. And he's obviously very lonely. So he's obviously picking on anybody else or making issues to bring attention to himself, because obviously he's not getting it home. That's another reason to why somebody picks on somebody else. But yeah, there are, it's definitely not the end of the world. If somebody picks on you in any manner, You know, it's not the end of the world, and you, in a strange way, it does help you. It, like I said to my family, and that's the fact that no matter what you do or what anybody else does through their life or through your life, things happen for a reason, and even if it's misery or happiness, from your perspective or somebody else's, it affects you, it affects somebody else, and that's what changes your life throughout. And it all matters on how you deal with it and what you do to deal with it. Because when I was at work, I went through so many years, of always being the underdog, and then suddenly I found myself for a period of about 2-3 months, not picking on them, not picking on like 2 or 3 people, but I could definitely feel it was the same sort of sense of bullying. And after, I suddenly realised that I was the sort of person, I turned into that sort of person that had already been treating me like it for the last couple of years. So I just, I changed. I stopped doing it. So yeah, the No Hate campaign is fantastic. There are people out there to help you. There isn't really much to say except from don't give up. Don't give up. There is plenty enough help, and I'm just repeating myself because that is really all we can say. So yeah, chin up, don't give up, and make a change. Help somebody else. Maybe to make yourself feel better, if you're feeling down, is to actually help somebody else with their problems. And it might actually be sort of a self-counselling type of thing you're doing. But yeah, chin up. Not the end of the world, and feel better about yourself. See you later.